Hey guys, it's Steve from the ttbgaming, and I've got another review for you here. Some of you guys out there have purchased the Tron cabinet from Arcade1up, or maybe you have an AtGames Legends Ultimate and you want to put a different spinner in it. Well, there's no better spinner out there than the arcade spinner from Glen's Retro Show and T-Sticks. Now, Glen is partnered with T-Sticks, who is his distributor for these particular devices, and you can pick these up Amazon. I mean, they're all over the place. Just one thing you want to make sure is if you are going to be putting this in an Arcade1up, you want to make sure it's the TS.02, and I believe this runs for about $65, and it's a really cool design. I'm going to take you and show you. You can kind of see from the top, and my son and my daughter and even the people that came over for the game night were like, this is pretty awesome. This isn't an unboxing because I already have it installed in my Arcade1up, but Glen gives you all the cabling and wiring that you need to complete this successfully. Now, I've taken some of the extra wires out and I put them in other kits so that way I could store it inside of the machine. It comes with two buttons here, a black one and a red one for one of the other installs that you can do, and then also a little thank you for purchasing. Very simple to install. This was easier than the Thunderstick, which I'm going to talk about here in just a second, but you can see by the packaging here, it's not that big, and I'll show you in comparison to the one Arcade1up includes with their Tron. Okay, so this is the one that I actually removed from the Arcade1up Tron machine. Now, the only difference is with Glen's, it doesn't have that sticker, but I believe there's a top that you can get that has that on there if you really want it. It's essentially two wires. You plug it into the existing PCB. The problem comes in when replacing this is this big bulky frame, right? So Glen, what he has is a file that you can 3D print the actual housing that you need to screw fast to your Arcade1up to get the new spinner to line up perfectly. So that's the only caveat with Glen's spinner. And I know sometimes you can go to Thingiverse and get it. Glen has that file, or you can talk to him. Maybe he'll be gracious for a small fee and actually print it for you for his product. But that's the difference between this and the one from Arcade1up. All right, so now what I want to take attention to, this is the old Tron stick from Arcade1up. As you can see, I pulled this out. I already have the other one installed, and I want to bring attention to this. This was the worst to get out. It's three wires. You would think, okay, well, you should be able to pop it out. And one of the things Arcade1up did is when they took Glen's design for the push and pull, his method should have worked to get this joystick out. Well, it didn't. I literally pulled the Arcade1up Tron stick out of this coupling. This shielding is what you use to press down and turn it so you can get the joystick out. Well, it jammed or something. I couldn't get it out. So I had to get on the phone with Glen, and Glen's like, yeah, I don't know how you pulled that out of the sleeve. He said, that's press fit. Should have never happened. But he said, you're probably going to have to bust it to get it out, because I was able to spin it inside this sleeve. So it shows you how bad this really is as far as quality goes. You can see right there, it's broken. So just be mindful of that. You want to turn that collar on the bottom. And Glen's got videos showing you how to do that. So make sure you watch the video for removing this stick from your Arcade1up Tron cabinet. So let's take you over to the cabinet and let you look at the final installation. Okay, so now we're over at the Tron cabinet. You can see we've got the push-pull spinner in, and so you can pull it up, you can push it down. It'll work like if you hook it up to a PC. Glen includes a USB cable that will allow you to connect it to a PC. If you want to use it as like a mouse, you could do so with some of your main games. The other cool thing with this is this stick is a little bit smaller than the Arcade1up, but the clickiness factor on this is just so much nicer. It has the deflect button Now, it doesn't say Tron on here because obviously for copyright reasons, but the stick in general doesn't feel like it's going to break. Like, it moves around, it behaves like it should. There's no issues with playing this. Let's go in, we'll play Tron right quick. There is an option to dim the LEDs or brighten them up. Now, I did notice it gets a little warm here. Not super warm, but from running the LEDs, depending on how long you have this on, you will have some warmth with that. So this is the traditional game that you would use with the spinner, where you can move your turret and then you use your and die. You use your trigger to shoot, and let's try this again. And the deflect button you're going to use with Discs of Tron. And now there is a base. Glen does sell a base for his, and you can get it, but you have to do some soldering work. So again, I died there. But you can see, all in all, the stick works really nice. If you're doing a lot of shooting on this cabinet, it just feels more premium as opposed to some of the other games, and when you're playing with the built-in stick. So I am not a Tron guru on this, and it's hard when you're doing a video and you're trying to play. So that's one thing that it is. But if you're in the market for this, I paid $20 for this. You can get a pre-order on the T-Sticks site. It'll work with your existing frame that's in there, but again, watch Glen's videos to learn how to take this out. The wiring is pretty straightforward for both the spinner. You can see the blue around here. That is the 3D print that holds the spinner at the level of the control surface. So again, my opinion is $20 well spent. You get this nice controller. This wasn't supposed to be here till March. It came almost a whole month earlier from the original time frame. So again, I can't say enough about Glen's products. I've not had one product that I've purchased from him be a bad experience. So again, guys, I hope you like this review. Hit that subscribe button. Consider liking the video, sharing this video out. I appreciate it. Until next time, guys, keep it buzzing.